gotta get done by somebody. Somebody's gotta do it. So, yeah, I guess that somebody would be me. Alright, so I got the lights up in the, probably not safe to hold a knife against your face like that, but it's got a little guard on, a little safety guard, so I wasn't too concerned about it. But I got the lights up in the ceiling there, which I'll show you in just a minute. But right now I want to get some insulation up there, because tonight I'm going to be putting a little tongue and groove up there. Yeah. Let's get to it. I have enough to get started. Actually, I don't even know. If I have enough tongue and groove to go all the way through this. It's definitely warm up here. Me and Kurt insulated up in the ceiling there a little bit, and then him and his son came over the other day and finished it out. So it's warm up here, and then we have like R30 to fill in the box on the outside, so definitely got quite a bit of an R value to it. Not really that itchy until it starts going in your nose and your throat. Then it's still itchy. Did y'all see that video of that dude? What is his name? Ross Creations or whatever. He flung that possum into the air. Ain't gonna lie, it kinda made me mad. Killing animals and eating them is an entirely different thing. Flinging animals with catapults and hurting them intentionally, that's another thing. But what really upsets me is that possums are North America's only marsupial. They don't hurt nobody. Now, I'm pretty sure their pee can poison some livestock, which I've dealt with in my life, but for the most part, they're not hurting anybody. I'm more of a scavenger type of creature, from what I understand about possums. Possum ain't never hurt nobody. Looks like a little over halfway. So it's pretty cool. Look, I'm going to tell y'all that if you don't have any sawhorses, but you plan on doing any type of work in the near future where you may need some, go get something like this. It all packs up into this nice little nifty space here, easy to store. They're pretty lightweight, and then the legs will extend on them. And as you can see with this one, they're aluminum, so if you accidentally cut through them, well, it just goes right through. It don't damage your saw. And this was actually my dad. I only ever cut it right here. My dad was helping me with something on a house we was remodeling, and yeah, he just cut right through it twice too, and right through the handle. I mean, come on. Out of all the places that he could have cut these sawhorses at, he chose to cut it right through the handle. And I told him, I was like, you're going to have to replace that. And he said, son, if you only knew how many of my things you broke when you were younger and didn't replace. And I said, fair is fair, but I don't like it. Take it back here. This is 12 foot. We're going 124 inches, so just a little bit further, but so we'll have a little bit of scraps, but we can always find something to do with those later on. Alrighty, 124. Very nice. So yeah, we're gonna have the scrap piece 20.5 inches. So we'll collect those and use them for something, I'm sure. Okay, sweet. Moving on over. Dang. That sucks. I want to try a little science experiment here. I have this spider hole saw kit, and I have to cut out a 6-inch hole for these lights to fit into. And problem is I do not have a 6-inch bit in this kit. I don't have a 6-inch hole saw in this kit, but what I do have is a hang on a second. But anyways, what I do have is this 6-inch cobalt. It's 6 3/8, which is a little big. But I'll show you what we're cutting real quick. So this is the light we're installing, and then this is the hole saw we're using. And as you can see, at 6 3/8, it leaves me about 1/8 of an inch around the whole circumference of the thing to seat it, which I'm fine with. Anyways, I want to see how this cobalt drywall saw will cut this pine board. And honestly, I'm just curious. I don't know. I don't have my hammer bit with me, but I'm going to use my drill. Sometimes you could just look at something and smell it has bad idea stink all over it, but that's why you got guys like me out there that are willing to test something. Huh. Okay, you know what? I'm impressed. Now, let's see how our light would fit. I mean, come on. That ain't that bad. That ain't bad. I mean, obviously a little tighter hole would be even better, but I mean, if a man only had a few tools and had to get it done, I would say that does it right there. That ain't bad at all. I don't know if I'll use it or not. I might. There's a little bit of friction to it. Yeah. How about that though? Honestly, it cut through that pine almost the same as drywall, just with like a little bit more friction. But it's a diamond bit, so I mean, ow, son of a gun. Yeah, that ain't bad though. That ain't bad. If it comes down to it, I might just have to try it. Well, okay. I think last time I filmed, I don't even know if I had this wall out. Maybe I did. Yeah, I did. Because I was putting up the ceiling. So, guess we could show you the ceiling. And my microphone's about to die, so we'll just take that with a grain of salt. Check it out. All I have to do is stay in this thing, and that is on today's agenda of things to do. Yeah. So, I have to build, we're here, so. This needs to go up like 5.5 inches, up to here. There's a nail sticking out here. This is kind of uneven across through here. It's a pain in the butt to cut because it's 100-year-old wood. It's like solid oak. And if you've messed with solid oak before, then you know how tough it is to deal with. This has to come up 5.5 inches on the base. That base has to be insulated. It has to have a Dantec over top of it. It'll come out a little past the wall here. And then this needs to be framed up right here. That way I could put door in, drywall. And then maybe get some drywall up around the box tonight after I stain the ceiling. We'll just have to see how much we get done. In the meantime, I'm just going to do some busy work and let these microphones charge. And then you can watch until the camera battery dies, which I'm sure it will soon. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. We've not bad, not bad. Now, this is probably overkill, but sometimes overkill is necessary. You guys tell me when it's plumb, okay? I'm just gonna keep punching. Alrighty. Now we frame up the front, and it's got to come out level with the door frame, and then be plumb, and then I'll just space with blocks in between this, because there'll be enough there for drywall to catch. So he has the doorway. What's cool about this is that it fits tight as hell, so it's gonna be an absolute pain that we're going to get into where it's supposed to go. Yep, that's what I meant right there. Tight. That's where that's gotta be. Woo! You can feel that oak, son. You can feel that oak. There is no header up there at the top of that. Here, I'll show you. There's no header above it. It's empty inside that wall. But it goes on up. There's no weight bearing on it. So we don't have to have a header. But for the sake of putting a door there where the pantry is, I'm kind of establishing somewhat of a header. Just to keep racking out of the wall. That's what I'm trying to do. But regardless, I'm pretty happy with it, you know. This right here is enough to catch drywall for me, 1.5 inches. So, flush that out. I really would like to put a board across through here all the way, just to catch the drywall. However, I can't come down any further than what I am, because the fridge won't fit, because at the top of the hinges here, it's like 69.5, almost 70. And that there is 71. This is 62, 72, which is 6 foot. So I actually need to cut this off just a little bit, give me a little bit more space, because I still have 23/32 subflooring that has to go on top of this base. That's almost 3/4 inch. So, yeah. Did it. Alrighty. That's how it feels when you chew 5 gum. Well, kids, I think it's that time of the night where we need to clean. Yes, clean. And I think maybe you guys could go right back here. Alright, y'all. So I got the pantry done, like framed out and everything, which I'm happy about that. And I think for now it's a good pausing point. I'll show you what we got going on here. So I have the refrigerator pushed back right now, just because I want to put up some drywall and I don't want that in my way. And it's kind of one of those cumbersome things that can't really move around too much. But anyways, I ran some PEX underneath here so that I could put my valve right here, and then I have an access point to get behind the refrigerator right there when it's pushed forward. And I can unplug it, turn the water off, disconnect the water line, pull the water line out, and work on it if I need to. Then I have this PEX insulated underneath this floor box, which will go into the basement and hook up to my new manifold. Then I drywalled this on the inside, which it's not taped and sealed, but at least for the most part, it'll keep critters out. I mean, gaps are basically seamless in there, as you've seen. So yeah, got that done. It's another mess in here again, but I did stain the ceiling, which looks awesome. I'm super happy about that. Dropped the lights out so I could stain. I don't want to get them all nasty with stain. And then I started putting drywall in on my box, which is like 7.5 inches roughly, or something of that nature. But yeah, I'm going to go around. I'm going to try to do this box a little bit. And I'm not going to put my mic on me tonight because I have to get so up and close and personal with carrying in this drywall by myself that I don't want to damage the microphone or anything. But anyways, figured I'd angle this up and we'll just kind of work our way around the box slowly. I'm not in a rush to do this right now, but I'm doing videos like this or something. Whatever you call it. Obviously, as you can see, you missed a little bit. I got all the drywall hung, and today we're going to mud as much of it as we can, at least get all the tape on. It's coming together. I already got started a little bit on the wall behind me. When it comes to mudding, there's a million ways you could skin a cat, There's plenty of instructional videos out there and tons of people that can teach you how to do this. I have a scooper for this too, but I have no idea where it's at. But you want to mix this up, and you can add water, some Dawn dishwashing soap. I like to do a little bit of Dawn on my joint compound just to get it to glide a little bit smoother on the wall and my tape joints, but I don't like my mud for my joints to be too thin or too thinned out, because I like it to be just a little bit thicker. It's just my personal preference. Like I said, you can do this however you want to if it's something you're interested in doing. If you're going to tackle some of your own projects at home. But one thing I am a stickler about is once you get some mud out, you don't have to seal this down, but you want to cover that back up. pro tip, when you are mudding joints and you have a horizontal joint meeting a 90-degree vertical, you want to leave like 2.5 inches right here on the end. Don't let your tape cross that. The reason being is you don't want to overlap your tape. Right. And I am very crude. I'm a very crude drywaller. I'm not the best, but I know what I'm doing, and I know the ins and outs and the concept of it. So some people like to wet their tape before they put it on. And I've never tried that. I would assume that it works well, but maybe I'll try it today. So you start at the center and you're putting your tape on. Push it out. Just like that. Those are always hard to get. Like that. But the reason you want to start at the center, because if you drag all the way from one side and come back, or you push too hard on one side and not the other, you can roll the tape and then you just have to redo it all again. But essentially, I want to get all of these done down here, just like that. There are a lot faster ways to do this. There's a machine, not necessarily a machine, it's a tool, it's called a banjo. And I have one, and they're great, because you can just load the mud in it and load the tape in it and just pull. But honestly, it's such a mess, and if I'm doing a whole house, I'll break out that banjo and use it. But where in this case I'm just doing this kitchen for now, sometimes it's more trouble than what it's worth. And I don't feel like cleaning that thing out 6 times today, so we're just going to do this old school and do it all by hand. When you're like me, you need to learn how to do things on your own. And you want to try to learn how to do new trades. Anything to make $1. You'll take the time to practice and learn them all. And it'll pay off for you. I like to do the top first. Try not to beat it too much. Get that hammered in nice. Oh, very nice, yes. Just like that. Try not to warp it, misshape it too much. we got our corner trim up. Now I'm going to go overhead and start mudding. And I hate working overhead, but it's got to get done by somebody. Somebody's got to do it. So yeah, I guess that somebody will be me. If I can get that up there mudded, and then that vertical joint, the top of the ceiling where the pan meets the wall, then that'll be some really good progress. The two horizontal joints that I did and the ones I did this morning are almost dried, so that's good. If I could just get the corners to dry out just a little bit more, then we can run the verticals in the corners and then get our edge joints there. And that'll be phase 1 of drywall mudding done, which has went decently smooth by now, but I don't want to jinx myself because I've been known to do that. So yeah, guess I'm gonna mix up some mud and sling it and check in with you guys in a minute. Y'all, I have had a very busy day. I got most all of my joints done. I still have some that I need to do. As far as like the corners go, but I did get a lot of progress done today just with my joint compound alone and taping in the first pass. So I'm really happy that it came down to only having, four corners. There's 4 corners left to do. So I have a couple of the corners right here and then a little bit right here to do. But other than that, it went pretty well. And then got the box up there top kind of fleshed out. Still got to work on the bottom of it some, but for the most part, there is a pass done on it. And it's rough. And I know it's rough. I'm not looking for perfection just yet. As long as it's flat and smooth, that's all I'm really looking for. But Bo came and helped me today. He had to come do some work because he wasn't doing nothing but getting in trouble at home, was you, Bo? Now what are you doing?
Eating chips.
Eating chips. Tell everybody what you did today.
I got the things that are on the floor.
Well, let's start with what you did outside.
Okay, picked up a bunch of sticks and got bricks and put them in a big block.
What'd you get? Bricks?
Yep.
So you stacked bricks in a pile that were all beside the house, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what those bricks made up? They made up an old flower bed, which we're not going to be using anymore.
So destroy it tomorrow?
No, we're going to put a new flower bed out there, but that's why you had to move all the bricks. And then all those winds the other day, they knocked down a bunch of sticks, didn't they? So.
And I earned money.
Yeah, you want to show people what you did to earn that money? That pile
of wood.
What are they, Bo?
Rug things that make the rug stay there forever.
Carpet.
Nail things?
Tacky.
What?
Carpet tack strips. You took up all the old carpet tack strips in this room, didn't you?
And I started to
So Bo took up all the carpet tack strips in the living room here so we can get that out of the way.
And I kind of blooded.
And that's hard work, ain't it, Bo?
I bleeded right there.
You bled.
Yeah.
Well,
But it's gone.
That's part of working hard, ain't it?
Maybe that
Show everybody your man hands. Anyways, we're gonna come back tomorrow, and then I'm gonna flesh out Start fleshing out the drywall a lot more with my big skimmer. I'm going to do these corners, and I got one joint left to do, an edge joint left to do. And yeah, it's getting close. We're getting close to having the kitchen finished, and then we can move on to another room. I'm super excited about it. Fart.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we don't have much left to do. You ready? We don't have a lot left to do in the kitchen, so I'm super excited about that. But that will be the end of this video. If y'all liked it, be sure to subscribe and leave me a comment. Give me some thoughts. If you've ever done a remodel this big, I'm doing the whole house, and I've done many before this. But even just the kitchen alone is a lot of work. So I want to know if you've ever got into a project this big. Click the link, check out my Patreon. All the support helps. I try to put content there first before I put it on YouTube so you can see it there. And then that buys new tools and things that I need to keep this channel going. If you're here for the miniatures and the miniatures only, make sure to stick around because I've been working on a build that I think y'all are going to like. Thanks for being here, and we'll see y'all on the other end of the trail.
Can I do a little song?
Wow. Sure.
Peanut butter jelly.
No.
Peanut butter jelly.
No, we ain't doing peanut butter jelly.
Peanut butter